I hope all of you are fine. In today's video, we are going to discuss back substitution method, but back substitution method with the dividing function. Earlier, we were writing hello and we were writing n minus 1. In this video, we will do it with n divided by 2 because since we are working with dividing function, the complexity will vary comparatively to the minus function that we have already used, decreasing function that we have used. Now, in this particular code, again the same concept is recursion will always end at some particular condition. We have clearly given if n is equal to 1, it is going to display for one time that would work. So, it means that will be the ending of recursion. If n is equal to 1, by the way, we have got n is greater than 1. If n value is greater than 1, then it is working for 1 times for fine and n by 2 times of hello. So, this entire code time complexity again is t of n. So, I'll just write t of n is equal to 1 if your n value is actually equal to 0, is actually equal to 1 and this t of n is equal to 1 plus this is hello of n by 2, this is hello of n. So, if the entire code is n, that is t of n, the hello of n by 2 would be t of n by 2. So, I will just use the substitution method, try to solve the question as early as possible, but by taking away again the same answers. Again we substitute this value. Earlier we substitute n is equal to n minus 1, in this we will substitute n is equal to n by 2. So, clearly t of n is equal to t of n by 2 plus 1. This is my very first condition. Simply I just need to get this value. So, I can replace n with n by 2. What I would get? I would get t of n by 2 is equal to t of n as replaced as n by 2, n by 2 by 2. So, I could easily take it as n by 2 square plus 1. This is my 2. Clearly, I have got this answer which I can put it over here. I can put 2 in 1. What I will get? T of n as t of n by 2 square plus 1 plus 1. So, I can easily write it as 2. Guys, just see this thing pretty clearly. This is my 3. Again, understand from 1 and 3. One was t of n is equal to t of n by 2 plus 1. By 2 I am writing the power of 2 as 1, power of 2 was 1, and by 3 I am getting t of n by 2 square plus 2. So, if this power is 1, this power was this answer was 1, addition was 1. If this power was 2, this addition was 2. So, it means if this recursion actually works for, clearly I am writing like this, t of n is equal to t of n by 2 power 1 plus 1, and I am writing t of n as t of n by 2 square plus 2. So, power 1 plus 1, power 2 plus 2. So, clearly if I have to write this whole scenario, this scenario would be t of n as, if this entire thing works till k times, right. So, it will be t of n by 2 power k plus k, right, power k plus k. That would mean that I am running till k times and it has to stop somewhere, and we know that if your n value is 1, if I put t of 1, it will stop somewhere. So, I am putting that, I am putting t of n and I am putting this value as 1 because I want to stop somewhere, because recursion must stop somewhere. Like I was putting n minus k is equal to 0. So, I am putting n by 2 raised to power k is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2 raised to power k. What will be the value of k, guys? So, if this I am putting this particular y n by 2 raised to power k as 1 because I want to end my recursion. So recursion can only end if we basically end it properly. So n by 2 raised to power k is equal to 1 means that your n value is actually dependent upon 2 raised to power k, and your k value would be log of 2n. If I put 2 on both sides and again I do the log part, it is log of 2n is equal to k. Now importantly, I have written t of 1, and t of 1 how many times it is running. If n is equal to 1, it is running for how many times? It is running for only one time. So I am putting 1 over here plus k. So entire value of t of n is dependent upon the value of k, and value of k you have already calculated. That calculation is log of 2n, right? And you are adding it with 1 because the complexity of t of 1 would be 1. So clearly log of 2n has an upper hand over 1. So 1 will be ignored. The answer of this would be log of 2n. Guys, this is a very important question to understand. Again, I have put up n by 2 raised to power k is equal to 1 only because we suppose it is ending at k times. So that's why, and if it is ending, so where it is ending? So it is ending only if your t of 1 value can come, and t of 1 value has come only by this particular scenario. So that's why the entire complexity was dependent upon k, and we have got the complexity as log of 2n. So if you have any doubts, kindly post in the comment section. Kindly like, share and subscribe, and thank you for the support. Thank you.